everybody and welcome to this week's vlog. Happy Saturday morning here, and it is a beautiful day. We're all dressed and ready. It is just after 12 o'clock and we are going to go out and try a new little coffee shop. I don't really know what it is, but I've seen it advertised quite a few times. It's in Haines City and I think it's called Lang's, L-A-N-G. And it's only open during the summer months. It's closed in the winter. I've drove past it a few times and thought, oh, I'm going to try that. So we're going to go there, we're going to try that, and then we're going to pop to Lowe's. Really boring, I know, but we need some more grass seed and we need a few other bits and pieces. So I think I told you last week about the shower door that we're going to replace Zara's shower door. Me and Zara briefly had a look at them. So Jason's here now, he's back from his sim training. If you watched last week's vlog, then you'll have seen that he went away to do some sim training. He's back now. We didn't vlog anything yesterday. I basically picked him up from the airport. But before that, we did actually go and meet a couple of our subscribers, Stevie and Kim. So if you're watching, it was lovely to meet you guys. And then they were off on a adventure road trip. So I hope you guys are having a brilliant trip. I'm sure you are. Yeah, so that's all we really done yesterday. Just had a coffee with some followers and then went and picked Jason up from the airport, came home, had some dinner, watched telly, went to bed. That was it. So come along with us today and for the rest of the weekend. I think tomorrow we might go to Blizzard Beach. I said I fancy like a little bob around in the lazy river, and well, it's boiling outside, so we might as well make the most of being able to go to the water parks, because I really enjoyed Typhoon Lagoon the other week when we went with the girls, and it's a long time since we've been to Blizzard Beach. I think the last time was about 2017, so it'd be nice to go back there and have a bit of a look around and see what's going on. So I'll take you along, come with us today, we can see what we can get up to. Closed. Very strange, because I could have sworn I was literally just reading a review on Facebook about it last week and it was closed and says on the door, see you in October, as if they're open in the winter and not the summer. I don't know what I've done there, I've obviously got that wrong. So they were closed anyway. So now we're just going to go to Lowe's because I can't think of anywhere else to go. We're already in this area where Lowe's is. Oh, what is that falling from the sky?
It's a bit bloody steep, isn't it?
Bit steep, that's an underestimate. That's the airport. We could have went the airport, couldn't we? Too late, we're in the wrong lane now.
You can go to the airport after if you want.
Can't, it closed at 2 o'clock.
Oh.
The airport cafe closes early. We're right near Winter Haven Airport and like an aeroplane was literally just falling out of the sky. Even Jason said he thought it looked steep. Very strange. Now we're going to Lowe's. It's so boring, isn't it? But we do need to go. Oh, there's a baby blue Bronco for sale in the right at the front of the forecourt of the Ford garage. Look.
That is horrible.
I enjoy this shop.
Here we are again, Lowe's. We live in this shop lately. See what we can find today. We've come in for the shower thing and come out with bougainvillea.
And some lawn feed.
And some lawn feed as well. Anyway, we're going to find soil. There was a big massive bug flying around all those plants over there. I don't know what it was. It might be one of those like pomelo bugs or something.
Well, maybe these are only little bags though, we want a bigger bag, don't we?
So we bought those plants earlier in Lowe's. And now we're going to attempt to plant them. I suggested we waited till the sun went down a little bit. Jason disagrees. It is baking out
it's
here.
Gone down a bit.
No, it hasn't.
Then the next
yeah,
thing
when
you've
it's
got
dark,
is,
the bugs get you, but not now. The sun doesn't set for another 2 or 3 hours.
You're going to do this.
Yeah, we're going to have to dig this hole. I've only just washed my hair this morning. Great. Right, are we going to decide where the holes are going to be first? the bougainvillea planted, and I'm hoping that it's gonna spread and cover that area, and then what we'll do is we'll get some more trellis for the middle and the side bit there for it to grab onto. We just needed to get those in the ground, and then hopefully with some grass seed and some nice rain we'll be able to get it looking all green, and then when we look at it from over here we'll see the bougainvillea and not the tank. Good morning everybody and happy Sunday. We're in the car. We're on our way to Blizzard Beach. We thought we'd have a water park day, or a water park a few hours anyway. It is already 11:30. But yeah, we haven't been to Blizzard Beach for a long time. In fact, I think it was when we came in 2017 was the last time we went to Blizzard Beach. So Zara was like about 6 or 7. Yeah.
8 years ago.
So that'll be nice to see what it's like. I mean, I think it'll probably just be much like Typhoon Lagoon, but just a different setting. Zara said, I hope there's real snow on the ground. I was like, I don't think there will be. She said that would be nice to keep your feet cool. I was like, yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? But no, I don't think that's going to happen. The car is reading 33, so it's another beautiful sunny Florida day. I can't remember where I left you yesterday. Probably us planting those plants, which it's not finished by the way. We're going to go and get some more trellis, and well, I was laid in bed. This is why I can't sleep on a night, because I'm laid in bed thinking about different things. And I was thinking last night that, you know, the gap between the tank and the plant, I was thinking, should we put mulch there? Because you don't want grass really growing there, because you don't want the gardener going on in that tiny gap.
You probably wouldn't anyway.
No,
really give a shit,
but then that means that somebody's got to contain it, haven't they?
Yeah.
So I was thinking that we would go and get a few bags of mulch, and then we would put some mulch down there. Yeah. So does anybody else do that? Lay in bed on a night and wonder why they can't sleep? It's because all these things are going through your head about the bloody garden. Anyway, that was my thoughts. So it's not finished.
It was your idea just to put it in a straight line.
It was my idea to put it in a straight line. Jason wanted to put one in front of it and then one around the side, but I said no, I think we should put them both in a straight line, because then when you're sitting on the patio you look out and it'll block it. But then you said about getting some trellis and putting a slight corner on it.
That's it, because of the way you've set it up.
Yeah, and we were googling last night in bed as well, weren't we, about looking after bougainvillea. This is how exciting we are.
I was going to say, you're giving away our sexy secrets.
Yeah, this is what we get up to. God, you know you're old, don't you, when you're googling plants? Like, it's all downhill from here, isn't it? Anyway, so that's where we left you yesterday. So it's an ongoing project, and I'm hoping to get some more of that done this week, but at least they're in the ground now, and if we look after them properly, and from what you guys have said as well in the comments before, that they do grow quite well, and this is the temperature that they thrive in, so I'm hoping we're going to have a lovely pretty pink garden. Anyway, we're going to go to Blizzard Beach now. I obviously won't film very much because it is a water park, but I'll get a couple of clips like I did in Typhoon Lagoon last week, and I might try and remember to get some clips on my glasses as well. That would be good, wouldn't it? Maybe if we go on the family raft or something, we'll...
That's a question.
What?
Are they charged?
Yeah, I think there's enough charge in them, yeah. I think, yeah. So I will get what I can for you guys, and I'll let you know if we find anything exciting. As usual, drinks or snacks. We have got some drinks in a cool bag. Yeah, it's all traffic on the other side. We've got some drinks in a cool bag just to stop us from buying cokes, really. But I'll be certainly probably having a Joffrey's at some point, as usual.
10 plus 74, 3 to 968.
$74 to get in.
One day with block out is 64.
Right. There you go, that's how much it is to get into Blizzard Beach. $99 each for us to add on. Yeah. Jason spotted Joffrey's already over there, but we're going to go and look at the map, see if we can find somewhere to sit. Some shade would be nice, but I'm not getting me hopes up.
There's the map.
Mom, look at the size of Lily's room.
It was really lovely, but we've all had a vote, seeing as that was the first time we went to Blizzard Beach in quite a few years, and we've all had a vote and we think Typhoon Lagoon is better for a few reasons. We think the theming is better in Blizzard Beach, but it was very busy there today though, wasn't it? Very, very busy, and there's more shade at Blizzard Beach. But Typhoon Lagoon, we think the wave pool is better, the lazy river is better, because there's more to it, there's more like waterfalls and stuff like that. And what was the other reason that we said? Can't remember. I'm sure
the rides were sort of hidden as well.
Yeah, the rides are a bit more hard to find in that one. We managed to do the family raft, which hopefully I'll have took a video on my glasses, so I'll enter that now. We done the little racer ones in the like tube thing, and we done one other one as well.
Little thing.
Oh, the little tiny one, yeah. Yeah, but it was good. Like I say, very busy in there, but it is a Sunday, so what can you expect? And we got a Joffrey's coffee and a donut, and there was no queue for Joffrey's whatsoever. But Zara tried to get like some fries or something from the main food bit, and when we went on to mobile order, you couldn't get anything for like 45-50 minutes, so she just went to go and queue up and she gave up. She said the queue was that big, and she said there was one person serving like 4 queues, so she said she gave up in the end and didn't get anything to eat. So that's a downside, because if you had kids to feed and they were like hungry, I think next time, we took drinks, which we didn't actually drink, but I think next time, even just like a couple of bags of crisps in the bag or something like that, so you're not having to queue up. But we didn't queue for the Joffreys, did we? Got coffee straight away. That's all we bought. We didn't buy anything else. Yeah, we're on our way home now. It is, the car's still saying it's 36 degrees. It's 20 to 4. So we're going to go home, shower, hair washed, and get all these wet stuff off. I'm just wrapped in my towel, and then we're going to go and pick up a Chinese. I'm not cooking tea tonight, I'm having a night off cooking, so I think we're going to go and get a Chinese and watch the end of the series that we've been watching. One of my friends recommended it. It's called Little Disasters. It's a 6-parter. We watched 3 episodes last night, so we've got 3 episodes of that to watch tonight, so we'll probably watch that, won't we? That'll be about it really. I'll let you know if we get up to anything else. And then tomorrow, me and Zara, well, I don't know whether Jason's coming with us, he's shaking his head. Me and Zara are going to go to the Florida Mall. I'm going to film the shopping vlog there, but also Zara's AirPods, one of her AirPods has broken again. This has happened to 3 pairs that she's had, so I think it's a common fault, but one of them is like really quiet and the other one is as normal volume. So I've made an appointment at the Genius Bar for 11:30 in the Florida Mall, so hopefully she can get that fixed, or we can buy 1 AirPod. I know they do sell 1 if you need to do that, so hopefully we can get that sorted tomorrow. Yeah, so I'll come back to you and let you know if anything exciting happens today. Good morning everybody, and happy Monday. Although I'm not really feeling very happy, I just don't feel very well. I was starting with a sore throat over the weekend, and Zara had been a bit off last week, and I was thinking, oh, hopefully this sore throat like doesn't materialise to a cold. You know how you always start with a sore throat and then it goes into a cold. But then last night when we got back from Blizzard Beach, I basically started feeling downhill like rapidly. By the time I went to bed, I couldn't breathe, and yeah, luckily we had plenty of like cold and flu things in. So I've sprayed Otrivine and I've just had a Lemsip. Now my plan was, it's Monday morning if I haven't already said that, my plan was to go to the Florida Mall to film the shopping vlog this morning, and also Zara has an appointment at the Genius Bar. I told you that one of her AirPods is broken, but honestly I just really can't be bothered to go. We're going to go and go to the Genius Bar, but I just don't feel like I want to go and film and look around shops. I just haven't got the energy. I feel like completely wiped. Just, you know, you just feel like, oh, and it's, now I can breathe. Now I've sprayed the Otrivine. It's like fine, but I just don't feel myself. I feel drained. I feel like I slept okay, but yeah, I could just do without this. But yeah, whatever. It is what it is, isn't it? If there's no shopping vlog this week, then there's nothing I can do. And that is the bad part about filming in live time. You know, a lot of people film behind. I don't. I film in the present time. And this is the problem. If you ever can't do it or you're not feeling very well, then it all goes out of the window. And I'm not sure that I've got time to do it tomorrow. We are supposed to be meeting a family tomorrow who used to live in Qatar. And they're here just, I think, only for one day. They're in the middle of doing a trip. But again, I also don't want to pass this on to anybody either, so I might have to cancel. I'll maybe see what they say about that. And tomorrow is Jason's last day off as well before he goes to work, so I'm really hoping that he doesn't catch it, because if you all remember, it was only a few weeks ago that he was really poorly and ended up having to call in sick. So that's the last thing we need. So I'm not sure where Zara's caught this from, but she's definitely the one that had this first. Anyway, so we're going to pop up to the Florida Mall. I'm probably not going to take you with me because I plan on just going into the Apple store and then coming home. Hopefully we can get these AirPods fixed. Now, last week's vlog, you all seen that I bought the food thing, the Ninja thing from Walmart, and when I opened it, it had already been used and it was all scratched. I took it back. Walmart took it back, no questions asked. She did open the box, and I assume that was to see if it was the actual item in the box and not just a brick or something, because I'm sure that people actually do that in Walmart. But I had the receipt. It was no questions asked, just return, and the money will be back on your card within, I think she said 5 to 10 days, something like that. And at the time, we were rushing doing something else, so I didn't actually go and get a slow cooker or a rice cooker, which is something that I'm going to buy. So I'm hoping that by like Wednesday, Thursday, we can resume the week as normal. And I can go and get the bits and pieces done that I wanted to get done. I also want to go look for some prints for the bathroom. Thank you to all of you guys who commented about the bathroom. Most of you said that you liked it. There was a few people that said that it wasn't their favourite. And has it grown on me? Not yet, but I have got used to walking in the room and I'm not going, oh God, what is that on the wall? So I think you just get used to it, don't you? But whether I decide to paint it a different colour or not, it definitely won't be this week. That is for absolute sure, because, well, I feel like rubbish. So we're going to go ahead with the day anyway. And I thought, the thing is, you feel better, don't you, when you've got up and had a shower. And I think you can laze in bed, but actually it makes you feel worse. So I'm hoping that by the time I come back from the Florida Mall, I mean, it'll take us 40 minutes to drive there, 40 minutes to drive back. It is not on our doorstep. But there's only 2 Apple stores, I think, like in this area. One of them is in the Florida Mall and one of them is in the Mall at the Millennia. So neither of those are close to us, really. We live the opposite side of Disney to that. Anyway, I'm waffling on about nothing, aren't I? So I'll let you know when I get back and let you know what happened at the Apple store. We're back from the Florida Mall, and now Jason's got me doing housework.
Hey, I've been doing all the hard bit.
Cleaning the hoover, really, because when I come in, Jason's been hoovering all around, and picking up spiders from outside because the pest people have just been. So I'm cleaning the filter in the Hoover because I've never actually done it before since we've moved in here. The muck in the sink already, black. But we went to the Florida Mall and we just went to the Genius Bar in the Apple Store. Basically, we've replaced one of the AirPods.
I wouldn't say replaced.
He said it was brand new and it did come
No,
out
no,
of a...
he hasn't replaced it. He
No,
made
no,
you
no.
buy one.
Yeah. We bought one and it was $74 including tax. So like $69.99 for one AirPod. And he said that was the left AirPod. And then he said that the right one will probably go as well, which isn't great, is it? But anyway, we've done that for now, so let's hope that she gets at least another year or so out of them. I mean, like I say, this is do we work out it was the second pair of AirPods that has done this?
Yeah.
So let's see what happens from here. But we're back home now. I didn't film a shopping vlog, so there won't have been one of them this week because I just don't feel great. I couldn't have walked around the mall and done that. I just didn't feel like it. But I'm going to clean this Hoover because they take like 2 days to dry. That's the only downside about cleaning the Hoover. It means that you haven't got one then for 2 days.
Why don't you put it outside?
Well, yeah, I used to do that in Qatar though, and they still used to take ages to dry. That's all we're doing, really. And happy Tuesday. Yes, I'm still full of cold and no, I don't feel any better today at all. I feel a bit better once I've had like a Lemsip and sprayed my nose, but like every few hours I just feel rubbish. But I'm out in the car. I'll turn the aircon down, hopefully it's not too blowy. I've just come to Publix. Jason's packing his stuff, he's going to work tomorrow. Zara has barely surfaced from the bed and I just need some bits and pieces so I can make Jason some sandwiches. He usually takes like a few sandwiches with him on his first day. I've got an Amazon parcel to return, so there's a UPS here. I'll just return that. But there's something going on in the Publix car park. There's 2 fire engines, a police and an ambulance here. I don't know what's going on. They've just passed me in the road and then they're all here now in the car park. So I thought I'd talk to you guys and give anybody, whoever it is, some privacy because I can see them getting a stretcher out of the back of the ambulance. So I'm going to go and do that now. I'm going to pop into UPS and then Publix, and then I'm going to get petrol on my way home as well, because we're going to... I told you yesterday that we had plans to meet some friends of ours who used to live in Qatar, and we are still going to do that today. I probably should cancel because I don't really feel great, and I also don't want to pass it on to anybody else, but it's just such a shame not to see them because they are only in the area today and they now live in Saudi Arabia. You know, it's miles and miles and miles away, so it is going to be lovely to see them, but I just won't make sure I have any like hugs or anything like that with them. And we are going to the Italian in Disney Springs, Maria and Enzo's. I've never been there before, but I've made a reservation for 3 o'clock. So by the way, excuse the hair, it's sort of wet and I've just put it in a plait. I've washed my hair this morning. Yeah, there's somebody getting put in a ambulance there, so I'm not sure what's happened. Hopefully they're okay. Yeah, so that's what we are doing today, so we'll take you along. I'll probably won't vlog much in Disney Springs, but I will show you the food and then I'll give you a what we thought of it afterwards. I do really need to try and get better on that, because last week when I went to that coffee shop, if you guys watched, which was absolutely lovely by the way, it was the 1908 bakery, and a few people said that I didn't say whether I liked it or not, which is silly on my part, but I really did like it and I will definitely be returning because those dim sum were absolutely lovely and they were even nice warmed up later on. So I do need to get better on food reviews and everything. And also I was thinking that it maybe's, well, not from this week because I'm not really very well, but maybe's from next week or the week after. I was thinking about starting and doing a 3rd vlog a week, which I know is a big commitment, but I was thinking of maybe's doing food or coffee or something like that and just doing a review, so it would be a shorter vlog. Let me know what you guys think and try like new places in the Orlando area. So let me know what you think. Would you watch that, or am I wasting my time? Anyway, I'm going to go and drop the parcel off, and then I'm going to pop into Publix. I'm back from Publix. I'll show you what I bought. I didn't buy much, but I still spent $106. I got 2 packets of this sparkling water. They were buy one get one free. I got raspberry lime and lime, anything lime flavoured. And then I got 2 of the ravioli pastas, the fresh ones. I always get these ones from Publix. I got green cheese and spinach and 5 cheese ravioli. They were buy one get one free. I got Jason some bagels, cinnamon raisin bagels for his breakfast in the morning, and some rolls to make ham and cheese rolls for him to take to work. I always get this boar's head meat from there. It's already sliced and it's already in a bag that is resealable. Don't know why they don't do that everywhere in the world. I got some strawberries, 3 Chobani yogurts. I got some oat milk so I can make a nice coffee. And then the Coke was on offer, the mini cans of Coke. So it was 3 for 2. So I got an original, a cherry and a diet Coke. Then I bought a new potato masher because Jason broke ours the other day when he was mashing the dinner. He snapped in half. And then he left some mash on his plate, and he never ever leaves food on his plate. And I said to him, what's the matter? And he was like, well, it's lumpy. I said, well, you broke the masher. And then I also... What?
It wasn't my fault.
He said it isn't his fault. And then I also bought this other like meat masher thing. I've seen these on TikTok, and I seen them in, excuse me, sniffing. I seen them in Publix, and I thought, oh, I'm going to get one of them. Like, you know, like you mince beef and then you mash it all up in the pan. So that's all I bought. Oh, and some frozen chips and frozen nuggets, and they've already gone in the freezer. And that came to $106. So I basically have nothing to make a meal with, but we can have a nice coffee and a ham and cheese sandwich. That's about it. So I don't know what was going on outside of Publix, but somebody got taken away in that ambulance. So hopefully they're okay. And I could hear a woman inside the shop telling one of the staff members what had happened. And I am pretty nosy. I was trying to like listen, but then I thought, oh, it's too obvious if I stand here and listen. So hopefully they're okay. Oh, here's Zara. She's safest out of bed. No, she's talking to her grandma on the phone. So yeah, that's all I bought. So we will catch up with you in a bit when we go to Disney Springs.
Just an excuse. See?
We've made it to Disney Springs. It's boiling today though, isn't it? We need to go down there and over that other bridge.
I just think it's not actually that bad. It doesn't
Where?
seem as humid.
Oh, I think it's red hot. There's a big group of people here obviously been shopping. Our friends are due to arrive in about 5 minutes. They've drove all the way up from Miami. Bless them. Yeah. So I don't know what they've been doing, but they've drove up from Miami this morning, so they'll be probably ready for something to eat and drink. So I'm hoping this restaurant is nice. But yeah, I've just randomly picked it. To be honest, I only booked this yesterday, so you couldn't get reservations at some of the places anyway. But we are only during the day. Yeah, it's definitely baking hot. There's some mad people up in the ball. Not us. Over this little bridge here, and then that's the restaurant there. I've just told her, I've just given her instructions. I said, look for the big blue ball. There's a bridge to the right. Go over the bridge.
And she said, that's not a ball, that's a balloon.
It's a hot air balloon, not a big ball.
Well, the big blue ball, she'll still find it, won't she? These two are taking the mick out of my directions. I don't think they're familiar with the area, so hopefully they'll find us. She was like, oh, can we park somewhere, or do we need... I was like, yes, you can park in Disney Springs for free.
Wow.
Wowzers! One of the only things you'll get from Disney for free is parking in Disney Springs. So this is where we're going, Maria and Enzo's. I think this restaurant's themed to like an airport. So that's the check-in, and then it says all gates. Yeah, I brought you to the airport on your days off. We're back home. It's a bit dark in here because it's about to chuck it down outside. I didn't vlog anything in the restaurant because we were just busy chatting and everything, but my food was really, really nice. I had like a chicken parmigiana sandwich, and the chicken was really like fresh and juicy. And then for dessert, I had tiramisu, which was really good. I did remember to take a picture of it, and it was huge. I only ate half of it. Jason had a pasta, which he said was fine, but for what you pay for it, he was like, it's just a bowl of pasta. It didn't even have any meat or fish or anything in it. But your dessert was really good though, wasn't it? Yeah. You had like a lemony dessert, and Zara had like a bolognese pasta, but with no meat.
I asked for no meat.
And she said that was tasty. She didn't have a dessert.
Oh, we had to go home.
And the bill, oh yeah, you should have brought it home actually. The bill was, well, there was 6 of us, so the bill was like $250 between the 6 of us. So it's not the cheapest lunch menu, that is for sure, but you are in Disney Springs. I did get annual pass discount off there. The only thing I would say, if you do go there for lunch...
They don't do pizza.
They don't do pizza, which is really stupid because they have a pizza quick serve upstairs that they cook in the same place.
And it's a pizza restaurant. It's called like
It's called pizza something, like they have the t-shirts inside, selling t-shirts with pizza something on, but they don't sell pizza. I find that really bizarre for an Italian restaurant. But anyway, it might have just been because that was the lunch menu, but still, you'd think they'd have pizza on the lunch menu. But it was okay. I would go back. Jason said he wouldn't go back.
I would.
Zara said that she would. But it was nice to see our guests, and it was just, I randomly picked it because I only made the reservation yesterday. And you know what Disney Springs is like. Sometimes you can't get reservations. So we're home now. It's exactly 6 o'clock and the sky is black outside. It doesn't look black on the camera, but it is. As we've been driving home, the lightning's been like flashing in front of us. I'm still feeling like a little bit, well, loaded with cold, but I actually feel better than I did earlier today. So I'm hoping that is a good sign. And that tomorrow I'll feel a lot better. I don't really plan on going anywhere tomorrow. I'm going to take Jason to the airport in the morning. But can you see the sky out there? The black clouds. Oh, there was some lightning flashing right behind me. But yeah, I think we're going to get some rain. Next door, I've had all plants planted along the bottom of their fence. It looks quite nice. And then they were getting something else done as well this morning, but I can't really tell. Yeah, it's definitely... There's the thunder. What? What's up?
I don't think I ate enough in the restaurant.
Why do you feel hungry?
My stomach was rumbling in the car. That's why I wish I took it home, because I could have had some now.
Well, you've got a donut.
I know,
Have a donut and have some toast later.
I'm actually like really hungry.
Spend $250 on food and then hungry. Well, we didn't spend $250. We halved the bill. But yeah, so here we are. There's the thunder. You might be able to hear that rumbling. So we'll probably catch up with you guys tomorrow. I don't think we're going to be doing much, are we, Zara? I don't think so. I think we'll just probably have a bit of a chill day tomorrow, depending on how I feel in the afternoon, or if not, I'll do it Thursday morning. I'm going to go and look for some prints for the bathroom and try and get that bathroom completely finished this week. And then there's a couple of other things that I want to look for as well. So if we don't do that tomorrow afternoon, we'll definitely do that on Thursday morning. Good morning, everybody. It's Wednesday. We're on the dreaded journey to the airport. Jason's got his uniform on, which means he's going back to work. I'm still not really very well, but I do feel better this morning than I did yesterday morning, so that is good. Oh, it's raining. Just had some big plops of water on the windscreen. So I'm not sure if Jason will be able to get any flying videos this time, because he might be with a trainer for the 2 weeks, because he's just done his simulator, which you all know because we mentioned in last week's vlog, and then you have to do like
a line thing, make sure you're still doing what you should do.
Like a line check. He doesn't know whether he's going to be with the trainer for the whole 2 weeks or whether he'll just be with the trainer for a little bit. But I do think I have still got a video stored that I hadn't shared. So if I have, I'll share that now. Somebody messaged me the other day, and sorry I haven't brought the microphone, so hopefully you can hear Jason, but somebody messaged me the other day and asked if I could ask Jason how you deal with turbulence, if you don't like turbulence. And my reply to them was that Jason is not overly sympathetic on dealing with turbulence either.
Not really.
Because he basically thinks that it's nothing. You don't think it's anything significant at all, do you?
It's not. An airplane bumps around. It's no different than a boat going up and down in waves, except it's air that's bumping you around.
Yeah.
And the fact it moves around is good.
It's meant to do that, isn't it?
Because if it didn't, things would snap. So they're meant to like bend and wobble a bit.
Yeah. So there you go. There's Jason's expert advice on how to deal with turbulence. It's meant to happen, and the aeroplane is meant to move and creak and move around. But
I mean, we do try and look for different levels, and you ask people like, what's happening down there, what's happening up there, to see if it's smoother above or below you and things like that, just to keep it as smooth as possible.
But sometimes you can't get out of it.
It's just it's there everywhere, especially in the US.
Yeah, well, the storms around here are mega, aren't they? But you said that the US are always very good at directing you around the storms where they can.
Yeah, especially like the Florida region where they're used to dealing with all this.
Yeah.
They're very good at directing you around the storms and giving you new routines and things like that.
Yeah, so there you go. There's Jason's take on turbulence. It's nothing to worry about, and it's just one of them things that happens, isn't it? Like you say, you're in a boat and you're bobbing up and down, don't you?
Except it's air.
Except it's air in the sky. So let me know if you guys have got any other questions about flying. I'll get Jason to answer them. Although he's not going to be around for the next 2 weeks, so he won't be answering any questions for the next 2 weeks. And like I say, he might not be able to get any flying videos. I know that you guys all love the flying videos, but
including the one I done last time when I forgot to press play.
Yeah, I know. He tried to get one and it was from behind him, so you would have had a view of him and the first officer and things in front, but he never pressed record. So
well, I did. I pressed record while I was putting it up there, and then pressed it again and turned it off when I sat down.
Oh well, hopefully he can try and get one another time. But yeah, so unfortunately we're on our way to the airport, dropping Jason off, and you fly into Boston, aren't you?
Yep.
As a passenger, and then
Boston to North Dakota.
Boston to North Dakota. You're working that flight. I was going to say that's why you're in your uniform. And me and Zara is here. She's behind me. She was going to stay at home, but then she decided to come. It is 11 o'clock. I'm just saying you're here. If anybody wonders where you are, it's 11 o'clock and we're just going to go home and probably not do much, to be honest. We might do something tomorrow, because then I have to stay in on Friday, because DHL have just messaged me to say that the passport is getting delivered on Friday, which is so we can go on a cruise. So that's good, but it says it's signed for delivery, so I need to stay in basically and make sure I get that passport. But yeah, that passport hasn't took long at all really, has it? I think I sent it on the 18th of May, and what are we now? We're the 11th of June today, so it'll have took like 3 weeks. Yeah, 3 weeks when it gets back on Friday, so that's pretty good. So I'll check in with you guys in a bit and let you know if me and Zara get up to anything. You'll say bye to Jason. Bye, Jason. Don't work too hard.
I'll try not to.
Is that one definitely yours?
Me and Zara have come to Panera Bread on the way home at Posner Park, and we thought we'd have a look in the little housey shops here, see if we can get something for the bathroom. But we thought we'd have a Panera Bread first. And we've both got the same sandwich, tomato, basil, BLT. Let's go and have a look in Home Goods, see if we can find any bathroom accessories.
Come on, too. They would go good with the blue.
Yeah, we've just seen this as soon as we've come in. It's a set of 4 pictures. It's $50 for 4, but we'll have a look around.
That would go good with the blue.
I love these 2 chairs. I think they're lovely. There's no price on them though. Can you see a price?
Oh my god.
No.
$99.
99, where have you seen that? That's the table. Lovely with the cherries on them.
I like the table.
Boxes. Them glasses, they're like a shell.
I know, I was just looking at the blue ones over there. They open.
But you know, and the lid would probably hit your face when you're trying to drink.
I like all this stuff.
Yeah, pretty, aren't
That's
they?
cute.
We're back from Home Goods. I didn't find any prints that I loved for my walls, so I decided to get some plain frames. There's 3 in this pack. It was $25, I think, for 3. And I thought I would try and print off my own on the computer because I had something in mind and I couldn't find anything. And I know I can shop around, but, well, I just thought I'll get them anyway. They won't come in wrong. And then I also bought this little vase. This was in the clearance section as well, because I thought that would go with the blue colour. It's got some little white flowers on, and that was reduced from $16.99 to $12. And then Zara got a print for her bathroom, because if you remember, we're going to do her bathroom next week. We're going to paint it and get it all ready, and then on Jason's next days off, I'm going to order the shower door. Now she's picked the one she wants from Lowe's and get that delivered rather than trying to fit it in the car. And we're going to put that up on Jason's next days off. So Zara got a print. Do you want to come and hold your print up? And because it's better than me showing it on the... She's going to paint the walls purple. Like a light purple. So she's gone with this print from... This was also from Home Goods. I'll turn you around. There we go. There's Zara modelling the print. Oh, it's got my reflection in it though. So basically it's a cat with some fish on the plate. So she's going to put that on the wall in her bathroom. And then you also picked a plant, didn't you? Because she's going to order the same shelves that we have in the downstairs toilet from Amazon. She likes those, so she's going to order those. So she's picked this as one of the things to accessorise the shelves with. I'll show you the shelves in the toilet, which if you guys have been following me for a while, you know, you've seen when I painted this bathroom. Oh, that's the fan, not the light. There we go. And I ordered these shelves from Amazon, and I think you can get them in the lighter wood colour, which I think you'll go for, won't you? Or do you want to go for the darker ones? And then you can obviously put your toilet roll in there, which I need to stock up, and then you can put some accessories on there. So she's going to order those for the top of her toilet as well, aren't you? So that is next week's job, to go and get the paint for her bathroom and paint that. And then, like I say, we'll do the shower door, and then that'll be her bathroom done. and I'm just gonna, I think we might probably go out tomorrow. I'm hoping that I'll have a little bit more energy tomorrow. I couldn't really be bothered to go to any of the shops today, but I'm thinking I might have a look this afternoon at some prints to print off to put in these frames. But then I just want something else, not just frames. But they didn't really have what I had in mind in Home Goods. Although I could literally just buy that whole shop, we were saying, weren't we? They've got so many beautiful things in there. Like you could just go on forever. But I need to just stick with the rooms that I'm doing at the moment, because otherwise, just too much. So for the rest of this week, tomorrow, I'm definitely going to pop to Home Depot and get more trellis for outside. I want to get that put up before that bougainvillea grows or anything. I want to have the trellis put in place, because otherwise it'll be annoying trying to get the trellis in. So I want to do that and get that done this week. I'll probably do that like later on tomorrow when the sun goes down a little bit. And then, like I say, try and get my bathroom finished. And then that'll be it for the week, really. And I know this has probably been a bit of a boring vlog, but like I say, I haven't been very well. And this is the problem when you're vlogging in real time. You unfortunately, if I'm having an off week or whatever, then that's what you get. But you still get an insight into what we get up to in Florida, which is not much this week, is it? No, I know. But the thing is, what is there to do? Like, I know we have all of those theme parks and everything down the road, but you can't go to theme parks every day. You just, yeah, especially when it's red hot outside and when you don't feel very well, like I haven't this week. That is the last place that we are going to go. Although we might pop into a theme park tomorrow, mightn't we? Because I'm doing the Joffrey's coffee challenge, so I might pop in and get one more coffee tomorrow and get one more towards my challenge. And then that's about it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nothing else to do, really. We're going to watch telly or something for a bit.
Oh, I'm going to watch a movie.
You're going to watch a movie? Well, I might do a bit of editing then if you're watching a movie. And then we're going to watch the new Netflix documentary tonight, aren't we? Mm-hmm. The new Netflix documentary on the Titan sub. That came out today. Today's the 11th of June, so you guys have probably already watched it. I'm sure most people will be watching that straight away. I love documentaries. I love watching anything like that, to seeing what happened and how it all came about. And Zara likes things like that as well, so we'll probably watch that together tonight. Poor Jason is on his way to Boston. Oh, yeah, that's just... I wish we could just win the lottery and then he wouldn't have to go to work. Wouldn't that be nice? I don't put the lottery on. So I actually tried to put the Florida lottery on last week, and you could only put cash in the machine, and I never carry cash. Never have a single dollar in my purse. Unless I needed cash, I'd have to physically go and get it out. So I didn't put it on. I mean, I know in the UK you can't gamble on a credit card. I mean, we use a credit card for most shopping days because that's just how we do the money. But I know you can't gamble on a credit card, but I have a debit card as well. And yeah, it wouldn't let me buy one. So I'm in my little office. I think I'll do an hour's editing. Look at the mess around the computer. I think I'll do an hour's editing because I haven't done anything this week. And yeah, I will catch up with you guys a little bit later on. Good morning, everybody, and happy Thursday. You catch me and Zara walking into Animal Kingdom. It is already like 1:30. And this morning I've
decided to sleep in.
I don't know how you dare. Zara slept in, but I was on the phone to my mum for about an hour, and then I've been on the phone to my friend Laura for about an hour. So I've just caught up with a couple of people this morning and done some jobs in the house. And then I'm doing the Joffrey's coffee challenge, so I said to Zara, which park do you want to go to, because I need all 4. And then I've seen that my friend Amy is in here, so I said, oh, well, why don't we go there and we can have a coffee with Amy. So she's around somewhere, so we're just walking in. I've just quickly made a reservation, but we're probably not going to stay very long. We're probably only going to stay an hour or so, and then I'm going to go to Home Depot on the way home and get the trellis for the garden, because I want to do that job tonight. I want to get that finished and forgotten about. So come with us today. Like I say, I probably won't film much in Animal Kingdom. We'll just see if we can find anything interesting, and I'll catch up with you a little bit later on. Out of Animal Kingdom for that reason. It's about to chuck it down, and we only came in anyway just for a brief hour. We met Amy. I'll tag Amy at the bottom of the screen. I'm sure most of you already follow. If not, then hop over and subscribe to her channel, because remember, it's free to subscribe, and she's just starting out, so it's nice to support everybody. So yeah, we've met Amy, we've had a coffee. I got my Joffrey's stamp, so I've now got the Animal Kingdom one for me collector coffee. So now I need 3 more. And we had some chicken strips and chips as well, which we should have shared because, yeah. And then me and Amy went on Dinosaur because the wait time, well, it was a walk on basically. And Zara didn't want to go on because we just ate. So she was like, oh, I don't want to go on. So she just waited for us. But like I say, it was a walk on. In fact, I think the queue times in there are pretty good, but probably because of that reason. So we're going to head to Home Depot now on the way home. So I'm going to take a bit of a detour and go and pick up some trellis, hopefully. And I will catch you guys back at home and let you know what we've got. We're back from Lowe's. I went to Lowe's instead of Home Depot because there was just one on the way home from Disney. There wasn't a Home Depot. So I got 2 bits of trellis. I don't think they're necessarily going to be tall enough, but they either had this height or twice the height. And I thought I would have needed to cut them down, and I ain't sawn wood, like, because that just would have took me ages. So I thought, well, if I get this, then I'm hoping the bougainvillea will like grow a little bit taller. But I also saw this on the shelf, some bougainvillea food. It was $20, but it says, I think the bag will last forever, because it says in ground, if they're 2 to 3 meters tall, 2 tablespoons. So the bag is huge, and it is full to the brim. So I think that will last ages. So I'm going to read the instructions on that and give them some food. And then I got some ties to tie this trellis to the trellis that's already there. So I think I'm going to attempt to do it now. It is not long rained, so it's a lot cooler outside than what it has been. The car was only reading like 28 degrees, which is cool for this time of year. So I think I'm just going to go out there and do it now. Now, the grass feed that Jason laid last week or earlier in this week, I don't know when he done it, but the grass, the patchy bits that he's laid it for still look patchy, but the other bits look a lot fluffier. So I don't know whether it has helped. I mean, it's only been a week, but I actually think it has done something, but the patchy bits are still patchy. So I don't know. But then looking at others, looking at the neighbours' grass, they all look the same. I think it is just rubbish grass. And I know you guys are sick of me whinging on about the grass. And I am going to stop talking because I know that this vlog is long and I have rambled on about nothing all week. So I think I'm going to I'm going to put this trellis up, hopefully now. And I've got a horrible cut. I'm full of cuts. I've got a cut on my thumb off where I smashed a vase yesterday. And then I'm full of cuts off planting the bougainvillea in the first place. So I'm definitely going to put the gardening gloves on. I'm going to go out there now. And I'm going to hopefully finish this job. Well, sort of finish it. sweaty I am. My God, it's warm out there, even though it's much cooler than what it has been. And that bougainvillea food smells like horse manure. It stinks. Anyway, I've given it some. It said to water the ground first and then sprinkle 2 to 3 tablespoons of it around the area, but not on the leaves, because it said it could cause leaves rot or something. Anyway, so I followed the instructions. It says do it every 4 weeks. So I will do that. So I'm just gonna, obviously I've just given you a little clip of it there. I couldn't talk outside because it's just too hot and just sweaty as, but I'm gonna leave it now to settle over the weekend. And then I'm hoping that the trellis doesn't blow away. I've tried to dig it down as much as I sort of could, but it still feels pretty wobbly. I've attached it to each of the other trellis. So I'm hoping that that withstands any winds or storms. And then on Monday or Tuesday, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and get the plastic stuff that you lay underneath and then put mulch right around the tank and like to the bougainvillea, to the trellis. And then I plan on eventually getting some nice edging for around the palm tree, around that bit, and then around Lily. I'll give you an update on Lily next week, but she's definitely getting bigger. Lily is definitely growing. She's got more branches now, and she's definitely a little bit taller. So that is all going quite well. So I'm going to give that, like I say, a few days just to settle. I've attached the bougainvillea to the new trellis with the little tie things to try and get it to sort of grow around, and I'm hoping that it will eventually cover the trellis. So that's what we're doing. I'm going to end this week's vlog because I know it's long, and I'm sorry that it's probably been a bit of a boring week because I haven't been very well, but thank you for following along anyway. Thank you so much to all of my new members. That is amazing. You guys are just the best. And thank you if you've just subscribed or if you've just started watching. Yeah, hopefully next week we can bring you something new in Florida. I do try and do that most weeks, but this week has been a bit of an odd week. But anyway, I'm going to say bye, and I will see you on Wednesday for shopping, and I'll see you next Saturday for the usual weekly vlog. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye.